You're listening to Live Free, Think Free, your home for uncensored news and underground music since 2011.
But let's go right into our first story. I want to talk about this song, Micah.
Okay.
I know you've heard about it.
Yep.
We're a show here that we talk about music, we talk about politics, and this one is a mixed song that, whether it meant to be or not, is a political song. And that is the hit sensation, the viral sensation by unsigned, just regular dude in his truck in Virginia, I think, Men North of Richmond. I'm sure you guys have heard it all over the place the last couple weeks. It is going viral, to say the least. Apparently he got like a couple $1 million offer to sign with some record label, turned it down, doesn't want to do that at the moment. I saw he posted a video of playing in a farmer's market instead, but he's having a moment right now. So let's go ahead. I want to just show you guys, we're going to Google this song. If you haven't heard it, it's called Men North of Richmond. I'm sure you've heard about it. You'll get a real Micah reaction. Yeah. So look, I just want to do, before we actually play the song, yes, we're going to play the song, just to show you the song is being interpreted by most of the media, and yes, the media we know has a bias, but especially left-leaning media, as a right-wing anthem, a conspiracy theory anthem, just a moment. But it's just so frustrating to me, Micah.
I'm trying to understand something. So it's a new song. It hasn't been out that long, but already the left wing is saying, oh, that's them. That's them. It belongs to them. And not only is it their song, it's an anthem for them.
Yeah,
I hadn't known that.
So here, Oliver's Men North of Richmond is an overnight sensation with the welfare Cadillac. Let's see the first time a welfare bashing country song became an overnight success. So they're interpreting it as welfare bashing.
So were we welfare bashing when we were on the streets of Houston talking about the bailouts for the welfare for the banks?
The BBC says the hit song that divided the U.S. It seems like it's uniting a lot of people.
The whole country's divided already. I only heard this song once.
Men North of Richmond became a chart-topping, conspiracy theory anthem. It seems like he's getting some fair coverage over here. Billboard just says
he's all over the place.
He introduces himself. It is the #1 song on iTunes. Unsigned artist, recorded in his backyard. And here's a little more.
I kind of like that.
What I'm talking about, Micah. This one, a new country anthem is written for a world turned upside down. That's the actual only kind of fair opinion I saw, and actually came from the Washington Post. You got Oliver Anthony and the incoherence of right-wing populism. Just all this really critical stuff, and again, trying to draw a connection, claiming. I
wonder what ignited them to jump in there and say something about this song so much.
If you go to the Wikipedia,
there's a lot of songs out there on the radio.
The Wikipedia page already calls it a blue-collar anthem and a right-wing anthem. Within days, of course, it's topped multi articles when you read them. They try to attribute it to
Billboard.
Right-wing influencers are boosting it. Well, there's only maybe a few million of them. I don't think they can account for everybody across the board who's liking this song and who's interested in it.
Do right-wingers run Hollywood?
The media is using this as an opportunity to say, and that's one other thing when you hear the song, because I know you guys are like, okay, well, let me hear the song. Should we hear a hit song and it makes you tap your foot or bob your head and then think, wait, what's that person's politics? Can I get along with this song? Or if he said a word I don't like or something? We'll talk about that.
If you're hanging out with us for this show, check it out. Listen to it as music, listen to the message, and then give us some comments on it. We really love to engage. That's one of the greatest things about this show. And we do engage on the articles, but let's engage in this piece of culture from our header today.
Exactly. So we're going to play you guys the song. We're not going to play the full clip of the original video. You'll see it in the corner. But what we're going to play, which is, I think, a good way to maybe dispel some of this stuff coming from the media, we're going to play, I found this on Twitter. It's just a compilation of reaction videos. You've seen the videos on YouTube where people say, old man reacts to this, or people react to this, or just individuals listening to a song or a movie and telling you what they think about it. This is a compilation of people of all colors, all races, listening to this song, and most of them are in tears by the end. And honestly, it kind of hit me in that same way. I didn't cry, but I definitely was like, wow, this is some real stuff. But you listen to it, you gauge the reviews and the responses, and we'll be right back. Check out this song. This is Men North of Richmond by Oliver Anthony.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul.
I can rock with that.
These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have shit. And it's tax to no end.
Okay.
Those are rich men. Those are rich men.
Oh, this is true. Tell 'em, buddy.
Some of us can't say what we absolutely know is true, and he's articulating.
I wish politicians would look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me.
What?
People like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit. It ain't. And it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of Richmond. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh my God! Oliver, Anthony.
Let us know in the comments. We're checking the comments on Odyssey, on Rockfin, of course, on Facebook. And I don't know. What do you think, Micah? I mean, you've heard it before, obviously, but seeing those reactions of all these different
that was new to me. I hadn't seen a reaction video. When you asked about it, I was kind of like, yeah, I heard that song. Someone sent the reactions. That was pretty interesting. I think a lot of people can identify just with suffering, whether it's whether you agree with everything in a person's life or not, or everything in their views. To lose empathy towards people suffering and what they view as the cause of it, I think you divorce a certain aspect of humanity from yourself when you do that. And they're empathetic with the plight. I think in some ways, various things he's touching on, some of the pieces that I did hear, some of those things about everyone, they're like in every person's problem. You hear about them and having the dollar go down while you're working, chasing it. It's 10. We got stories.
Everybody's dealing with inflation.
Yeah. I mean, they say, and I don't know if maybe we'll skip this story, but they say your average person is spending $700 more a month, So I think he's hitting on things that people, they can identify with, at least aspects of it. And he's doing it with so much passion and so much like humanity that their empathy and their willingness to connect and their openness to hear the expression, it's just touching their heart. So, they're wiping that we saw. They're not looking to be divisive with, looking like, they're just absorbing. I think that's a way more sincere approach to the music than some of the, what you might see from critics,
Well, we got a comment here from Sonny Klein Roberts over on Facebook. Said, he said it straight. Reminds me of protest songs of the 60s. Politicians don't care about me or you. They only care about their objectives. And then added, just do the right thing. Everybody's frustrated. If you get plumbing done, do it correctly. Don't try and screw anybody over. Do the right thing.
Yeah.
I think generally those are probably statements that people can agree with, like do the right thing. And I would say, to me, why it's a divisive song, that probably every person of whatever their politics are, if you took those words out, and maybe if you took out the jab about people on welfare or whatever, would probably get down with it. And maybe some people can't handle the Epstein reference. The statement of like working all day for bullshit.
And by them, we're talking about the rich men north of Richmond having time for the miners.
Exactly. The people in DC, those are the ones. So why should we not talk about that? That's not a conspiracy. Anyway.
Since 2012, the Conscious Resistance Network has been an independent media organization focused on empowering individuals through education, philosophy, health, and community organizing. We work to create a world where corporate and state power do not rule over the lives of free human beings. Our motto is leading by example and helping others in their pursuit of freedom. Visit theconsciousresistance.com to find our articles, documentaries, interviews, podcasts, books, and more. Remember, you are powerful, you are beautiful, and you are free.